It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, welcome to Friday night, y'all. It's a very special Friday night. We got Ray and Jeffrey and Jason out in Belton at the parking lot with the RV. They're coming in RF, so welcome guys out there. We'll check in with y'all. And it's Belton weekend. It's Belton weekend. Very fun. So for those of you who are new, like our buddy Josh, KI5SIG, they're hanging out making batteries. And sounds like they're having a whole lot of fun over there. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147-320 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N50AK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into the Trivia Net tonight, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we also have our very own Friday Night channel on Discord, so swing by and join everybody. It's a little quiet tonight, but we got MXC going in the video chats. We got Connor, W6CNC, and Scott, KI5OVD, in his magical robe and chair. Howdy, howdy, Scott. So come join us over in the video if you want to watch some MXC and see some, fun things go down. Now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are still studying for your license. Like Sam, if you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follows. Round 1, top grossing comedies. Round 2 is all about 6-letter words. Round 3 is kitchen sink round. And round 4 is all about the films of Stanley Kubrick. So, if you and the Kubrick fans out there, this is going to be fun. All right, after each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome during gameplay, because it's Friday night, y'all. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer, and you'll be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions or concerns before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, we're going to stop the bingo and see what happens. We got, we'll get that, let's see, did we get the, that's not putting it up here. That's interesting. Let's hit this button. There we go. We got Trina in the number 1 spot. We got Leslie, KI5NLC, in the number 2 spot, and Chad. Oh, the bingo has ended again. We're having some fun. Ernesto's here pushing buttons, and I'm not saying that because it's acting funny. We're going to move everybody over into the official trivia net. So once we get that done, it's going to make you it's going to ask you one more time for your call sign and your name. If you would, please do that. Also tell us where you're from and make it look like those call signs over on the right. I would certainly appreciate it. Once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org. Click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. And of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize is a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the big wheel and see who the winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as request to join the Discord community. So if you're not a part of Discord, now's the time to do it because we got lots of eyes in Discord and we can get you approved. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the Trivia Net before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick just to show you how the game works. So sit tight. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answer will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely as you only get one shot to answer the question. Once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located on the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. I heard somebody come in, but your audio was super low. All right, well, let's go ahead and welcome everybody here. We got Sky, N5LX, he's in Oak Hill. We got John and Diane, KE5RS, they're up at Leander. Thanks for coming back, guys. We got Trina and Doug. Doug's not playing, so Trina gets all the credit here. But Trina and Doug, KG5UNK, they're hanging out in North Austin. We got Pro Gamer 2011. He's in Pflugerville. I'm guessing that this is Ben. If I had to guess, I don't see Ben anywhere else in here. So at least his name's not Jeff, right, Kent? All right, we got Chad from Louise. We got Greg, KG6HMM from Sparta, Wisconsin. We got Leslie, KI5NLC, and if we got a Leslie, we got a Leonard. They're hanging out in Kyle. Joshua, KI5SIG, he's in Manville, Texas, and thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I just met Josh before the net. They're making batteries. So we'll check in with them throughout the net. We got Aaron, AI5HP. He's down in Buda, Texas. Looks like Norman, N5ZOT, is back, as well as Scott, KI5OBD. He's out of his magical chair right now, but he's with us. We got Steve, KG5LAA, out in Burnett, Texas. We got Incognito back. Oh, he's back from Austin, or she. We don't know who Incognito is. We got K5KUA out in Jamaica Beach, Texas. We got Connor, W6CNC, Mireya, K5SYX. She's at Dad's house in Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks for playing, Mireya. Oh, we got Jason, KB5 MPJ, he's out in Belton. Good to see you. We got Sydney, KI5 TGP in Manville as well. We got Bree, W6CNC's XYL. Bree, good to have you. They're out in Dripping Springs. Jeffrey, KI5 MVF, he's at Belton. Robert, KB5 PBM, is on his way to Belton. Darren, KI5 HVF, is in Sealy, Texas. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Ray, K5BZI. They're hanging out in the camper. Let's go talk to the Belton crew and see what in the world is going on.
KI5MVF, Rusty, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, MVF.
Alright, we were having some technical difficulties turning off crossband, but we can hear you, and yeah, we're having a good time here in Belton. We're enjoying the wonderful weather. We got the door wide open. We have some good burgers here cooked in the camper. We've already done some perusing of the goods in the parking lot and inside. We got a sneak peek. And we're having a good time here, ready for some trivia. Dr. Net.
Roger, man. Well, we got Robert, KB5 PBM. They're on their way there. It sounds like the crowd's growing. So, good to see everybody here tonight. All right, well, let's move everybody into round one, Ernesto. All right, so if anybody has any questions, please come with your name and call sign now. Otherwise, we're going to get this game underway. Sounds like we got everything is in the clear. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. All right, round number one. Which of these comedy sequels scored the highest opening weekend box office? All right, so 43% went with The Hangover Part 2. Oh, we got a tie with Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. Meet the Fockers coming in third. Nobody picked A Night at the Museum. So which one of these scored highest, Ernesto? It was The Hangover Part 2. According to the Box Office Mojo, The Hangover Part 2 holds the title for the biggest opening weekend box office for a comedy. All right, let's see what question number 2 is. What box office topping musical comedy set the record for the lowest gap between a live-action movie and its sequel? It is a three-way tie. Check that out. All right, so it's either Blues Brothers 2000, Mary Poppins Returns, or Grease 2. Everybody is sure it's not the Bells of St. Mary. All right, Ernesto, let's see what it is. Mary Poppins Returns. Mary Poppins Returns was released 54 years after the original film. With Mary Poppins Returns, Dame Angela Lansbury, Dick Van Dyke, both aged 91 during much of the filming, set the records for oldest performers to appear in a Disney movie. Good old Murder, She Wrote. All right, question number 3. What country produced the 2021 comedy Hi Mom, the highest-grossing female-directed film of all time? All right, so let's see, Sweden. Y'all are going with Sweden on that one. China coming in second, France number 3, and Israel number 4. So what country produced Hi Mom? It was China. Check that out. China found it. So the 2021's Hi Mom, a woman travels back in time to befriend her own mother in an attempt to make her life better. The film, which is the second highest grossing film of all time in China, and is the highest grossing film ever made by a solo female director. All right, let's see. Kent seems to be having some problems. So Kent, you can't get in the game?
I'm going to try another browser. It wouldn't let me, it wouldn't accept my answers. It gave me an error message on every one of them, so I refreshed it and stuck me into bingo. So I'm going to try again. KI5RBT.
Roger, man. All right. Well, let's see. We got that done. Let's go check out question number 4, Ernesto. What is the last name of Pam's family in the comedy juggernaut Meet the Parents franchise? So it seems that we might have had, let's see, we're having some browser difficulties, it seems. Kent and Leonard are having some problems. Ben can't answer. Uh-oh, caching errors. All right, so I just gave you all a link. Go try that link. That should take you and put you right back in the game where we are. See if that helps you. All right, while they're doing that, Ernesto, let's see what the choices are on this question. So let's see, over half of you went with Lawson. Burns coming in second, Whitney third, nobody picked Adams. The correct answer, 57% of you all are wrong. It's Burns. Greg Fokker is engaged to Pam Burns in 2000's Meet the Parents and marries her at the end of Meet the Fockers when she becomes Pamela Martha Fokker. Take that. All right, question number 5 on our top grossing comedies. What TV veteran played Mr. Smith in the short-lived TV series that inspired the 2005 action comedy Mr. and Mrs. Smith? All right, so almost half of you went with Chris Noth. There's a tie for Scott and Peter. Corbin coming in third. So let's see, Ernesto, who was it? Scott Bakula. All right, well, that's question number 5. So let's see what the scores say. Who's doing what here? We got Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 1 spot. We got Bree, W6CNCXYL, and Jeffrey, KI5MVF, in the number 3 spot. All right. Well, while y'all are checking that out, go look at your scores. We got to let everybody know. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got 31 people hanging out with us tonight. Check it out. All right, so if you are new to the game and you've never played, this is question number 6. Oh, and we're a little quick on the draw, but okay, hang tight. Well, I think we might have fired that one off a little fast. What TV veteran played? Nope, we got to go one more. hit the arrow. Hit the arrow. Okay. Are we placing our bets? There we go. Y'all place your bets for your points. We're having some technical difficulties over here. What comedy is the highest grossing film written by John Hughes? Which one is it? Alright, well, I would have picked Home Alone. That's where I would have gone. That's what y'all went with as well. Ferris Bueller's Day Off coming in second. The Breakfast Club third. Nobody picked Buck. I missed the crap out of John Candy, man. I loved him. Alright, let's see what movie it was. It was indeed Home Alone. John Hughes was best known as his teen comedies in the 1980s. Home Alone, directed by Chris Columbus, was the top earner of his career, released in November 1990. He held on to the #1 spot at the box office for 12 consecutive weeks. That's a great movie. Alright, so 56% of you got that. Let's put the scoreboard back up and see how that did. Everybody. That put Trina in the #1 spot. She got 108 points. We got Leonard KI5NLC in the #2 spot, and Mireya KI5SYX hanging out in the #3. Way to go. All right, let's move over to question number 7. What top grossing romantic comedy started out as a much darker script called 3000? So we are tied. Oh, it just changed. Pretty Woman just eked ahead. It was tied with Hitch. And then we got a tie for second and third with As Good as It Gets and Crazy Rich Asians. What was it, Ernesto? It was Pretty Woman. Writer John F. Lawton based the screenplay for 3000 on interviews with prostitutes who worked boulevards close to where he lived. When it was reworked into a romantic comedy, the title was changed to Pretty Woman. That's in 1990. All right, question number 8 in round number 1. What is the highest grossing comedy film named for the titular character? Let's see what y'all think. Y'all are going for Miss Doubtfire. Ted coming in second, Bruce Almighty third, and then last but not least, Hitch. So let's see, 58%. Are y'all right? You were not right. The correct answer is Ted. I would have got that wrong, because I totally would have gone for Miss Doubtfire as well. So let's see, John and Diane, KE5RS, got that right, as well as Bree, W6CNC, way to go, and Matt, KI5VND, and Leonard, KI5NLC, got that right as well. So let's go talk to Leonard. Leonard got 71 points off of that one. Leonard, did you know that, or were you just kind of hoping?
No, Rusty, that one was an educated guess. I knew that was, who's the guy that created Family Guy? That was coming off of his big win with Family Guy and stuff. So that one was kind of educated, KI5NLC.
Good guess, man. Like I said, I would have been Miss Doubtfire. Let's go talk to Bree. We've never got to say hi to Bree, and Bree got 58 points on this one. Bree, would you like to come in and tell us if you do this one for a fact?
Hi. Also kind of an educated guess. I remember it being a movie that surprisingly I thought like topped records and box office records. So there we go.
It's W6CNC. I officially regret bringing my wife to this. She's mopping the floor with me, man.
Yay! That's the way it should be. See, the boys like radio, but the girls are smart. That's how this works. That's why the girls like playing. And it's really sweet because you can tell how much they love their husband because they'll pair up. Because if they split up on the trivia, they would just mop the floor with them. So way to go, Bree. Stand up for yourself there. All right, Ernesto, let's take him to question number 9. What was the first Jim Carrey comedy to gross over $100 million at the domestic box office? %of you went with Dumb and Dumber. I love that movie. So I think I would have gone for Ace Ventura just because I think that would have been, it's just, I mean, it is what it is. But Dumb and Dumber was number 1. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective number 2. The Mask, which was good, but not the one. And then Liar Liar was nothing. So let's see. Would I have gotten it right? No. I would not have gotten that right. We got 3 people that got that right. That is impressive. All right, we got to go see who are these people. K5 KUA, we got to go talk to them. Leonard again. KI5 NLC. Look at this. I'm loving that. And John and Diane. All right, so let's go talk to John and Diane. See, here's the perfect thing. He likes radios and she's the smart one. John, who knew the answer to this?
It might be the only movie that I watched, but I knew that was probably a big hit. But Diane got the teddy bear, and she's been getting all of them, except for this one here. As soon as I heard you finish reading it, I said the answer out loud before the answers were displayed, and when I saw it, I clicked on it. And then it came in at 17%. I said, uh-oh, loser. Too bad I didn't see the other movie, so I thought I was going to disappoint Diane on picking the wrong one. But when it turned green, she gave me a high five. KE5RS.
Too cool. All right, yeah. Like I said, I like the movie, but that's a shocker. Let's see. We got Leonard. Yeah, let's go talk to Leonard. Why not? Leonard, you got 73 points. So let's see. John and Diane got 87 points off of that. Leonard got 73 points off of that. Are you a Jim Carrey fan, Leonard?
Rusty, this one just happened to hit when I was growing up, and I remembered it. So that was always a big movie growing up for me, and I remember the cartoon series as well. I will say I would have liked to have been closer to John and Diane's point there, but the cat had me distracted. KI5 NLC.
Always blaming it on the pets over there. It's either the dog or the cat or the wife or something. Whatever, Leonard. All right, so K5KUA, if you would please come and tell us your name, and also tell us, did you really know the answer to this?
K5KUA, his name is Joe, J-O-E. And actually, I was going to click Dumber, but my mouse rolled down and I accidentally clicked C, but I'll take it anyway.
Yeah, you can't really complain about a right answer, man. All right, well, only 3 of them knew that one. That's pretty impressive. All right, let's wrap up round number 1. Let's go see what question number 10 says. What rock group's lead singer helped finance 1986's hugely successful Crocodile Dundee? I was really kind of surprised at this one. So see, y'all picked the same thing I would have picked. Y'all went for Men at Work, and that's where I would have gone. AC/DC coming in second. Let's see, NXS third, and Little River Band coming in fourth. All right, Ernesto, let's see who it is. It is NXS. I never in a million years would have guessed this. Never. And it's just kind of one of those things. But apparently Norman N5ZOT did. And Scott, KI5 OVD, way to go, man. Scott got that right, as well as Matt, KI5 VND, NXS. That's kind of interesting, so let's see what this thing says. In addition to helping fund the movie, the band NXS also provided the song for the soundtrack. Again, who would have known? All right, well, let's add up all the scores and see how we did for round number 1. We got Leonard, KI5 NLC in the number 1 spot. Trina is in the number 2 spot. And John and Diane in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Leonard, KI5 NLC. He got 6 out of 10 right for 458 points. Which one's got you, man?
Let's see, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith one I got wrong, and then the Pretty Woman question I said as good as it gets, and then the last one I did pick Men at Work, so I was on your wavelength there, Rusty, and you know, I have to have the excuses ready when it takes a sweep dive here with the points after this round, KI5 NLC.
Roger, man. Well, you never know. Congratulations, Trina, for coming in second spot. And John and Diane, KE5RS, you're in the number 3 spot. Which one did you think you just had that got you?
Okay, I don't have the list up here, actually, but we thought that, let me scroll down here and see what we got here. Well, I think that, I don't know. Anyhow, I know we're getting seriously lucky on all of these things. Diane's more of the movie buff than me, but she got most of the answers. I just got the mask. That's the only one I got.
Well, let's see if you can maintain your number 3 spot, man. Maybe y'all can get up there to number 1. Looks like Kent is down in number 13, so everybody's got a shot to see if we can get ahead of Kent. You never know. All right, well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. So let's fire up the intermission. If you got any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now.
Whiskey 5, India, Tango, Zulu, W5ITZ.
W5ITZ, what do you say, Bill?
Well, good evening, Mr. Rusty. Hey, I'm trying to log in and it won't let me pass the bingo round.
I just sent you a link, Bill. Try that. Get me 5 PBM.
Yeah, we've been having problems with that, and I don't really know what's going on. So I have a link. If you can't get in, let me know. I can send you an additional link that will get you in. So yeah, we can get you in the game, but it's acting finicky on us, man.
This is K5NL.
All right, guys,
I need the
link. Let me
link.
try this and I'll let you know, Rusty. Thanks. W5ITZ.
G5KVJ, I need the link too.
It is all in the Friday Night TriviaNet Discord channel. Click on that link. If that link doesn't know, then I'll put up another one. But the link is in the Friday Night Net Trivia channel on Discord.
W5ITZ. I'm logged in, guys. Thank you very much.
And just like that, we got Darren KI5HVF hanging out with us in the Discord. Welcome to the Discord, Darren. We seem to be having some weirdness with the game tonight, so if for whatever reason you get stuck in bingo, we just put the link out on the Friday Night Trivia Discord so that you can get in there and click on it, because for whatever reason, thumbs up. But that being aside, thanks for making that happen. Welcome to round number 2. We'll get everybody moved into round number 2. I forget what round number 2 is. Oh yeah, it's 6-letter words. This one's going to be a fun one. Alright, but before we can get round number 2 fired off, we got to let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty. WZ5DBS, I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's TriviaNet. You can do it anytime during the game, from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We've got 31 players hanging out with us, so there's a lot of fun to be had here. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. All right, I think we're done with that. We got everybody ID'd. Ernesto, you ready to start round number 2? All right, so I think we got to give credit to Cat 5PZN. I invited him over to come play game control, so he's pushing the buttons back there, so thanks, Ernesto, for coming to hang out with us. All right, let's fire off round number 2, man. Let's see what question number 1 says. Which of these 6-letter words is defined as keen insight or shrewdness? So acumen is coming in at 80%. So let's see. Did y'all get that right, or am I going to get to make fun of y'all? Let's see. You did. You got that one right. Often referred to as a relation to business, acumen is keen insight and the ability to make good judgments. All right. Let's see what our second 6-letter word may or may not be. Which season is commonly associated with the word vernal? So let's see where we're headed. Autumn. Y'all think autumn is it? We got a tie for spring and winter. Summer coming in dead last. All right, so let's see. 65% of you are... Yeah, you're wrong. It is spring. Spring is where it is. So Robert, KB5PBM got that right, as well as John and Diane. John and Diane, I see a pattern here. Who else got that right? Norman, N5ZOT. Way to go, Norman. All right, question number 2. Which of these anagrams of endlets is also a noun? %, of you went with tinsel. We got enlist coming in second, and then a tie for listen and silent. All right, let's see. Do we have any smarties in here? The correct answer is tinsel. Tinsel is a noun, is glittering metallic strips of yarn generally used for decorative purposes, such as on a Christmas tree. All right, question number 4. Which of these superheroes' poses could be described as akimbo? School me on that, Kent, if that's not right. All right, what button did they push, Ernesto? They were going with the Hulk. No, they were going with the other dude. I don't know who that dude is. So somebody can at least tell me that. So the unknown dude to me in yellow came in first. The Hulk came in second. Wonder Woman third, and Superman fourth. Let's see. Was it the dude? I don't know. It was not. It was Wonder Woman, standing with arms and hips and elbows facing outwards, as demonstrated by Wonder Woman. This is described as akimbo. I would have been stabbing in the dark on that one, man, for sure. All right, question number 5. Reggae legend Bob Marley had a hit album, and title track with 1997 was this. Number one answer on the board is Exodus. Ravish coming in second, Atomic third, and Sailor all the way in the end. So which one was it, Ernesto? It was Exodus. Exodus, a song written about reggae musician Bob Marley, recorded by Bob Marley and the Wailers for the 1977 album of the same name. So we're halfway done. Let's throw up the scores and see how everybody is doing. We got Trina in the number one spot, Norman N5ZOTO, and look, we have Andrew W0 Taco Cilantro Onion. He moved up to Colorado on us. I think we need to go check in with him for sure. All right, well, Trina, congratulations on the number one spot, 308 points. Norman N5ZOT and the number two. Let's go talk real quick with Andrew W0TCO. How is Colorado?
Hey, Rusty. Colorado is great. Just signing in via Echolink. Got some projects going on to get like a real Echolink All-Star node going in my house so I can connect to the Oak. But things are going well here. Thanks for checking in.
Well, I heard you on the repeater, and I heard you telling that you were flying here, and this was like your last night, and you were moving up, so it's good that you made it up there safe, man. And, yeah, I forget if you're a Mac guy or not. There's a really cool app that I've heard called Transmit, and I think it's like $19.95, but Transmit for the Mac, and I might be blowing smoke here if it even matters, but that will get you into All-Star as well, and then you can just use like a USB headset or something like that. But thanks for checking in, man. All right, well, we're halfway through, and we got to let you know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS, and I'm your NAC control for tonight. You can come hang out with us. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game. We're halfway through round number 2. So we got 2 more rounds to go. So get in here and join us. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We've got 31 people hanging out with us. Question number 6 is coming up, and this is where you get to place your bets. So y'all do something fun with those points. All right, here we go. What word could be used to describe a bad-tempered, overbearing woman?
My wife.
You got us laughing over here. Yeah, that's kind of why that look pretty much says it all, doesn't it, gentlemen? That's just like, I'm going to kill you. All right, let's see where we went. Number 1 answer on the board is the Panzer. The number 2 answer is a Virago. We got the Chador coming in 3rd and a Lepet coming in 4th. What is the correct answer, man? Virago. 30% got that right. All right, besides your wife. All right, so let's see. That was what, 30%? Let's see how that changed the scores. We got, it put Andrew in the number 1 spot. We got W5CUI. That's Chris. He's in the number 2 spot. And Sky, N5LX, is in the number 3 spot. Look at that, 265 points. Way to go, Andrew. All right, question number 7. Which of these was a type of gold coin widely circulated in Europe during the Middle Ages?
Hey, got a big old haircut, K5BZI.
What was that about a haircut?
Garrett got a military cut there for I guess Leah gave him the ultimatum, said, man, you gotta cut that stuff off, bro. The dad buzz.
Garrett, what you got to say, man? Can you reply? I'll leave you hanging.
Leah cuts my hair, but yeah, she just kind of buzzes it down and gives me a bit of a fade. That's pretty much all I really got. You know, if I get super motivated, I'll shave the beard off. But Leah likes the beard, so I'm just gonna leave it where it is. KG5, KVJ here.
You look dead sexy, man. I love it. And hello, Leah. K5BZI.
Right, new parents, y'all are hanging out doing trivia. Y'all are an inspiration to everyone. They have an adorable. Oh, and there is the little baby. Oh, she is so cute. I love seeing that. All right, well, good to have y'all in the game tonight. Let's go to question number 8. Oh no, I love it. Ernesto is keeping me in track. Let's see what y'all think on this. I got all distracted by the baby. Way to go, Leah. Got me all goo-gooed out. All right, so let's see. The Byzant coming in number 1. We got a tie for the coin and the auklet, and the McCool coming in 4th. So what was this coin called? A Byzant. All right. Question number 8. I would have got that one so wrong. This large neck stork is known as a blank. All right, Kent's going to be making fun of me on this one, I know. All right, Ernesto, fire up the numbers. All right, so I had Apple tell me how to say this, and I had Wikipedia, just to keep Kent quiet. So according to them, it's a Jabiru. That's how you say that. So that's what I'm going to go with. We're going to get Kent's corrections here, hopefully. Let's see, the Onager coming in 2nd, and the Legato coming in 3rd, followed by the Karuna. Let's see, Ernesto. It's it is. It is the Jabiru. 42% of you got that, man. I would have been guessed about that one. All right, let's see. Maybe Kent, did I get that right? Or do you have any conjecture to Jabiru?
So that's a train wreck for me. So yeah, I whatever. Go with it. KF5RBT.
Yay! I'm gonna count that as it was right then. All right, question number 9. Which of these 6-letter words is not the name for the type of headwear? Check out that thing. Survey says it's a tie between a cask and a woggle. All right, well, let's see. Is it a cask or a woggle? It's a woggle. A woggle is a ring of leather through which a neckerchief is threaded. And that is the 6-letter word that is not the name for a type of headwear. It's a woggle. All right, let's end this crazy thing. Question number 10. Which of these words is most synonymous with frowsy? So apparently, frowsy and scatterbrained go together. Slovenly and lightheaded tied for 2nd and 3rd. Wispy coming in 4th. So one of these words goes with frowsy. It is slovenly. Check it out. Slovenly is it. Frowsy can be defined as dirty and untidy. Slovenly. All right, I am definitely all kinds of frowsy then. All right, let's add up the scores and see. We got Andrew in the number 1 spot. We got Sky in the number 2 spot, and we got Chris in the number 3 spot. Look at that, Crossroads representing. So let's go talk to Andrew, W0 TCO, hanging out with us in Colorado. You got 6 out of 10 right. They all got 6 out of 10 right. But there is, if you look at the scores, that's exactly what timing will do for you. The faster you answer, the more points you get right there. Andrew, which one's got you, man?
All of them. They were mostly all just guesses or kind of informed guesses, but I didn't really know any of them. So, I've been playing off and on for several months and haven't gotten more than like 3 questions right, so now's my time to shine. W0 TCO.
Or maybe the higher altitude is really helping out your brain there, man, and you're just seeing things clearer. Maybe that's part of it. Either way, man, congrats on number 1. Let's go talk to Sky, N5LX, same thing, man. Which one's got you?
N5LX. I have to go along with Andrew. I mean, all of them, really. I knew a couple of them, but the rest of them were just lucky guesses, which is kind of revenge because I got kicked out of the game early on. So I logged back on. I was just like guessing.
Right on, man. Are you coming to Belton this weekend?
I don't know. I'll have to go to the website and check it out, maybe.
I think you should definitely come, man. It's going to be fun. Well, let's go talk to W5CUY and see if he's headed out to Belton. And you got 6 out of 10 right as well, man. So 463 points to 565 points. That's a heck of a swing on timing. Which one's got you, Chris?
Man, I don't know, Rusty. I'm just over here punching buttons. We're about 10 minutes out from Belton, so we're just kicking back on the bus.
Roger, man. Well, enjoy your spot, and look forward to meeting you at Belton for sure. All right. Well, let's add up both rounds and see how we're doing. And let's hit stop. All right, yeah, cancel that. Just hit hit the M. There you go. All right, so added up, we got Trina in the first spot. We got Sky, N5LX in the number 2 spot, and Leonard in the number 3 spot. So this is how you're standing for the Friday night trivia net, just in case. Now you know who to go for. All right, well, it is time to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. We got 31 people hanging out with us. So come to it. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be hanging out with us. All right, so let's fire up the old intermission. If you have any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now. Also, question number 3, who's your favorite Thursday night net controller? Y'all light that one up. Oh, round number 2 is over, and with the results are in, so Sammy N5TXR was the number 1 for the Thursday night NAT controller. He's still pulling in the votes. We got Ray, Medea, and Garrett tying for 2nd place, 3rd place, and 4th place. Ernesto bringing in the rears. That's why he's running game control tonight. All right, Ernesto, let's move them into round number 3. While Ernesto is doing that, we got to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, and it's brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org, click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you can be hanging out with us. We got business taken care of. Round number 3 is kitchen sink round, so you never know what this one's going to be. It's all kinds of craziness. We're going to let the repeaters take a quick breath, and when we come back, round number 3 is ready to rock and roll. All right, let's see what question number 1 is, Ernesto. Let's fire this thing up. What was the classification name for the World War II era Boeing B-29? That's funny. So Ernesto said he would have gone with the Murata, and I would have gone with Skytrain. So check it out. Nobody picked mine. One person picked his. 80% went with Super Fortress, and 17% went with Peacemaker. So 79%. Are we going to make fun of them, Ernesto? Nope. They are correct. Both the Enola Gay and a Boxcar were the only aircraft ever to drop nuclear weapons in combat, and they were both Boeing B-29 Super Fortress planes. Question number 2. Who finally answers the Camel's question in the Geico original Hump Day commercial? Oh, we had to go see something. All right, so let's see what y'all think. 67% went with Mike. Karen coming in second, followed by Julie and Leslie. So who finally answers the Camel? It was Leslie. Mike. Nope, it was Leslie. So the only person that got that right was Jeffrey, KI5MVF. Let's go see if Jeffrey can talk to us and let us know. Jeffrey, did you know that, man? Or are you just like a lucky little dude?
I have no idea. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even listen to the question. I was showing somebody else how to play trivia, and when it came up and I was like, oh, I was the only person that answered this, I'm wrong. I didn't get that answer, right? And then he came back and was like, oh, I was right. So yeah, I had no idea. Glad to score an extra 84 points. See how far those take me.
Dude, that's fantastic. So while he's showing somebody how to play trivia, he totally just dumb lucks into the right answer. All right, so it says, as the Camel strolls through the office, he calls out to both Julie and Mike, asking what day it is, and they both ignore him. Ultimately, he encounters Leslie, good old Leslie, who begrudgingly answers, it's Hump Day. All right, question number 3. What Hall of Famer holds the NFL record for most single-season touchdown catches? So Jerry was in the number one spot, man, this whole time. He was riding through, and he kept it. Let's see who came in. Randy Moss coming in second, and then we got Chris Carter and Calvin Johnson tied for third and fourth. So Jerry Rice, are y'all right on this one? You are not. Randy Moss is the answer. Jerry Rice set the single season record in 1987 when he hauled 22 touchdowns, 4 more than any receiver had any. The record stood for 22 years until Randy Moss took 23 passes to the end zone while playing for New England. Hey, hey, hey. All right, 4 whole people. I wonder if Jeffrey was one of those. Question number 4. What 1991 film features cameos from David Crosby, Glenn Close as Pirate Tickles, and Gutless?
Rusty, I was just going to say that I did get that one right. KI5 and VF.
All right, so are you going to get this one right?
We'll see. I don't know.
All right, well, let's see what y'all think. Hook is what you think. 77% of you, look at that. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey coming in second. Y'all didn't pick on Shipwrecked or Prospero's Book. Let's see. Are they right, Ernesto? They are. In addition to Glenn Close and David Crosby, Steven Spielberg's Hook features cameos from Jimmy Buffett, George Lucas, and Carrie Fisher. And I just really wanted to say Tickles and Gutless. That's really what I was looking forward to that. All right, question number 5. In what card game will a perfect hand score exactly 29 points? 29 points. Which one is it? All right, number 1 answer on the board is Gin Rummy. Gin Rummy, followed by Cribbage, Hearts, and Euchre. Let's see, was the Euchre? No, it was Cribbage. A 29-point hand in Cribbage is extremely rare, but some decorative Cribbage boards honor the possibility by being shaped like the number 29. All right. Ernesto, let's flash up the scores and see how they're doing in this wonderful round number 3. Look at that. It is Jeffrey KI5 MVF. He's in the number 1 spot. He only missed 1. Only 1 in that round. Man. Matt, KI5 VND in the number 2 spot, and John and Diane, KE5RS in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores and see how you're doing. And while you're doing that, I'm going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got 31 people hanging out with us. It's question number 6. So this is where you place your bets. What dance debuted on December 16th, 1992, though it was not performed to Tom Jones's It's Not Unusual? So y'all are going with the Carlton. 61% of you. The Running Man and Bartman do the Bartman. I remember that one. Tied for second and third. Cabbage Patch coming in number 4. So let's see, Ernesto, which one is it? It is indeed the Carlton. In a season 2 episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air titled Christmas Show, Alfonso Ribeiro first performed the Carlton. Although the dance is commonly done to Tom Jones's It's Not Unusual, Ribeiro did not use that tune until season number 3. All right, question number 6. 61 of y'all got that. Let's see how that did on the score. So Leonard got 172 points on that one. Way to go, KI5 NLC. Jeffrey, KI5 MBF, he got nothing on that one. And Matt, KI5 VND, hanging into the number 3 spot. He got 90 points on that. Way to go, y'all. Let's see what question number 7 does. All right. What catalog-based retailer opened its first storefront in Chicago's Merchandise Building on February 2nd, 1925? Sears and Roebuck, man. That was a catalog I always loved. It was Christmas and the Sears catalog. Montgomery Ward's coming in second. Y'all didn't pick on Spiegel or Hammacher Schlemmer. That was another great. That and the Sharper Image. I love those magazines too. All right, so let's see. What was it, Ernesto? It was Sears Roebuck. At its peak, Sears Roebuck was the largest retailer in the United States. The company first published the catalog in 1888. And opened its first storefront in 1925. All right, question number 8. In billiards, what color is the solid 5-ball and the stripe on the 13? So just for the record, I'm going with red on this one, because that's what my memory says. Y'all seem to disagree. Y'all are going with orange. Green coming in second, red not even coming until third, only followed by blue. So what color is the solid 5-ball and the stripe on the 13 is orange? There you have it. Orange is it. I would have got that completely wrong. Question number 9. In what national park would you find Mount Whitney, the highest point in the contiguous United States? Let's see the number 1 answer. I remember Kent told me how to say this. It's Yosemite. Yosemite Park. Y'all picked Yosemite coming in number 1. Sequoia coming in second, followed by Pinnacles and the Joshua Tree. So which one has the highest point? I would have gone with Yosemite. Sequoia is it. Only 6 people knew that. In addition to the giant trees, including General Sherman, that name gives the park the name. Sequoia National Park is home to Mount Whitney. It is 14,505 feet above sea level. Huh. Learn something new every day. Question number 10 and the end of this round. What metallic element can build an unsafe levels in the human body due to genetic disorder Wilson's disease? Iron is coming in first place. Mercury coming in second, and then copper and aluminum tied for third and fourth. So So which one is it? It's copper. Only 2 people. So first described in 1854 and named for British neurologist Samuel Wilson. Wilson's disease is caused by mutation in a protein gene. When this occurs, the body is unable to get rid of excess copper, leading up to buildup in the body, which can affect the liver and the brain. The liver and the brain on that one. All right, so I gotta see who got that right before we let y'all go. Incognito. Oh, if only we knew who Incognito was. Got that right. And Matt, KI5VND. Way to go, Matt. All right, let's go. We haven't talked to Matt. Matt, KI5VND. Was that a guess, man? And welcome to the net.
Yeah, that was honestly a huge guess, Rusty. I kind of narrowed it down to either iron or copper, and I just kind of went with copper. KI5VND.
Well, man, you and Incognito were the only ones that got it, so congratulations. All right, well, let's add up the scores and see how everybody's doing. And round number 3, it's looking like, man, this thing is running slow tonight. It's not you. It's not you, I promise. There we go. All right, we got Matt, KI5VND, in the number 1 spot with 605 points. Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 2 spot. And Jeffrey, way to go, Jeffrey, KI5MVF. Let's go chat with Matt again, man. So not only were you one of the only ones that got that right, but dude, you're number 1. So welcome to first place. Which one's got you?
Oh, man, I don't have my computer with me right now. It's in the other room, but actually, hold up. Let's see here. No, it's not showing? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's got me, honestly. I mean, to be honest, a lot of them were guesses anyways, so it's just pure luck. KI5VND.
No worries, man. No worries. You came in number 1, so who cares what you missed? Let's go talk to Leonard, KI5NLC. He's in the number 2 spot. Which one's got you, man?
Yeah, it looks like I'm not seeing my list either, but I'm going to give a shout out to question number 6. The only dance I knew was the Carlton, and that one I think I'm going to attribute my number 2 here on this round, KI5NLC.
That ought to give you your list. All right, let's see if that doesn't help you out. Let's go talk to Jeffrey, KI5MVF, see if you have your list of questions now, and tell me which one's got you, man.
I have my list now. It just popped up. I missed 3. I missed the question about the card game. Just answer being cribbage, I guess heart. So I was between those 2. I knew the other 2 answers. The pool balls got me, and then the last question, I went with iron, and it was not iron. So those 3 got me. I'm not upset about 3rd place though. KI5MVF, back to net.
Right on, man. You're hanging in there, and you're still awake, man. We're proud of you. All right, so let's add up all the scores, Ernesto, and see how all 3 rounds are doing. Tonight's leader is Matt. Check it out, dude. Just sneaking in here and taking over the whole thing. So Matt's coming in with 1,163 points. We've got Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 2 spot. He's got 1,087 points. And Trina in the number 3 spot with 978 points. Well, we are going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. It looks like we're getting the game back under control. We're going to fire up round 3 intermission. We'll see y'all on the other side.
KVJ, comment.
Go right ahead, sir.
Thank you, Rusty. Just so everybody knows, if you didn't know, you were actually host to the SkyTrain that was the lead aircraft in the D-Day invasion. It's hosted down there in San Marcos, the That's All Brother. If you're interested, it's commemorative Air Force, and you can even go for a flight if you'd like. KG5.
All right, so you were cutting out there. We got the gist of it, but do that again. For whatever reason, about every fifth syllable was out.
Very interesting. I am doing a crossband repeat over my truck. That's All Brother, which is the lead aircraft in the D-Day Mark.
We'll figure it out later. I'm gonna go get a beer.
Roger that. Thank you very much.
So just so you know, Garrett, it wasn't completely lost. We could go on a plane ride. We got the majority of your stuff, so it wasn't completely lost out. All right, well, that's the end of round 3 intermission, which means it's round number 4. Round number 4. Where are we headed over there? I forget what round. Yeah, that's right. This hit. And let's see. I forget what round number 4 is. It's Oh, well, it says it's Video Game Console Wars, but that's not what it is. Man, I was busy this week, and you can tell. It's Legends of the Film. It's Stanley Kubrick. There it is. Stanley Kubrick. Sorry, I had to go back and look at my notes. Good Lord. All right, so movie round time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we can fire that up, though, we got to let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DBS, and I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. This is our last round. We got 10 questions. If you know anything about Stanley Kubrick, man, this is your time to shine, as you could always be first place in round number 4. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you can be hanging out with us. All right, so round number 4. I'm going to let all the repeaters reset real quick, and then we will come back with question number 1. All right, let's see what question number 1 says. What director completed Stanley Kubrick's passion project, AI, Artificial Intelligence, following his death in 1999? All right, so I want to see. Kenneth is saying he should start paying attention because he's cleaning up his Google. That's BS. I'm looking. Kent's in 6th place, and he's blaming Google. So y'all get in there. Y'all get him. All right, Ernesto, let's see how we're doing in this one. Steven Spielberg winning out over Ron Howard. Let's see, Cameron Crowe and Tim Burton. Was it Steven Spielberg? It was. Towards the end of his life, Stanley Kubrick collaborated with Steven Spielberg on the film that would become AI, Artificial Intelligence, with Spielberg completing the film upon his death. Question number 2. What Guinness World Record does Stanley Kubrick's 1999 film Eyes Wide Shut hold? So I would have gone probably with most nudity, because I don't remember watching this. And why not? Y'all seem to think the longest continuous film shoot is what he got it for. Most nudity did come in second, though. Look at that. Most cameos, number 3, and largest New York City set, number 4. So let's see. What was the Guinness World Record for? It was for longest continuous film shoot. At 400 days, Eyes Wide Shut holds the Guinness World Record for longest continuous film shoot. Kubrick reportedly considered the film his greatest contribution to the art of cinema, which means I guess I should probably go watch it. Question number 3. What author penned the screenplay for 2001: A Space Odyssey with Stanley Kubrick while simultaneously writing the novel? So 78% went with Arthur Clarke. Ernesto, let's see. Are they right? They are indeed. Stanley Kubrick approached the author about turning his short story, The Sentinel, 1951, into a film. While they worked on the screenplay, Clarke also wrote the novelization of the story, and the finished product was the 2001: A Space Odyssey in 1968. Question number 4 in our Kubrick round. Which conflict is portrayed in Stanley Kubrick's 1957 breakthrough film, Paths of Glory? All right, Kent's doubling down on the whole Google thing. He's got 8,457 messages, down from 18,000. Oh, good Lord, man. You gotta delete some of that. All right, so let's see what answer y'all picked. World War I coming in first. We got a tie for World War II and the Spanish Civil War, and the Korean War coming in number 4. So which conflict was it, Ernesto? It was World War I. Based on the novel by Humphrey Cobb, Paths of Glory, in 1957. It chronicles a French soldier fighting in the trenches of World War I. Question number 5, and halfway through our round. For what film did Stanley Kubrick win his only Academy Award? All right, so y'all go with The Shining. You think that was his Academy Award winner? Clockwork Orange coming in second. And then a tie for Space Odyssey and Doctor Strangelove. So let's see who got it. It was the 16% that got the Space Odyssey. All right, well, let's go see who or whom they were. Incognito got that right. John and Diane, KE5RS got that right. And Sky, N5LX got that right. All right, well, we're halfway through round number 4. Ernesto, put up the scores. We got Sky, N5LX in the number 1 spot, Kent, KI5RBT in the number 2 spot, and Garrett, New Papa KG5, KVJ in the number 3 spot, along with Leah, the best part of KG5, KVJ. So y'all check out your scores. While you're doing that, we got to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game, but you better hustle your bustle. We got 5 questions left in round number 4, and then it's off to the elimination round. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got question number 6 is coming up, which means you get to put all of these wonderful points to use. Y'all place your bets. In which of Stanley Kubrick's film does the director appear on screen? Lots of ties on this one. So, The Shining and The Clockwork Orange were the top 2 answers, and Lolita and Barry Lyndon were the bottom 2. Which ones were right? It was those that chose Lolita. In what amounts to an unintentional cameo, Stanley Kubrick has been seen in the opening minutes of 1962's Lolita, and he's credited as the man in the mansion window. Kubrick's only other acting role was as the voice of Murphy in Full Metal Jacket in 1987. Oh, check that out. All right. So a whopping 21% of you got that. Let's see who that 21%, well, who it was, because I'm always interested to see who got this right. Matt, KI5VND got that right. Garrett, KG5KVJ, we'll say Leah, and Incognito, they got that right. Let's throw up the scores and see how that did. Did that change anything around here, Ernesto? All right, so we got Sky in the number 1 spot. He got 349 points. We got KG5 KVJ. She got 109 points. And Matt, KI5VND, he got 79 points off of that one. All right, let's see what question number 7 is. Praised by some as Stanley Kubrick's best film, Barry Lyndon is based on an 1844 novel by this. So here we go again. We're all tied up. We got Henry James and William Thackeray coming in the top 2. Thomas Hardy and John Mill coming in the bottom 2. Let's see who is right. Is it a 28 or a 22? It's 28%. William Makepeace Thackeray. Let's see. He is the 2 best known works are Vanity Fair in 1848 and The Luck of Barry Lyndon, 1844. And they've both been adapted into feature films. All right, question number 8 in our Kubrick round. Beginning with 1956's The Killing, what do all of Stanley Kubrick's films have in common? So I'm going for same cinematographer. That's where I'm headed. And I would be in 3rd place. Y'all seem to think adapted from books was the correct answer. Oh, I would be in 2nd place. Look at me. Same cinematographer coming in 2nd place. All Oscar nominated 3rd place. Nobody picked that he had a cameo, which is probably good because we learned he only had one. All right. Adapted from books. Is this it? It is indeed. After writing original screenplays for his first 2 features, all of Stanley Kubrick's subsequent films, starting with The Killing in 1956, were adapted from books. All right, 63 people got that right. Way to go, y'all. Question number 9. For what biweekly magazine did a teenage Stanley Kubrick work as staff photographer? Number 1 answer on the board is Life magazine. Then we got Time and Look, and then Q. So what bi-weekly magazine was it, Ernesto? It was Look. Only 3 of you got that right. Before his 17th birthday, Stanley Kubrick sold a photographic series to Look magazine. He later became an apprentice and eventually a full-time staff photographer. All right, let's see. Who got that? That's pretty fun. Let's see, Brian, KI5, oh no, Bjorn, KI5YAT, welcome to the game, Bjorn. Robert, KB5PBM, got that right, as well as Garrett, KG5KVJ. Way to go, Leah. All right, question number 10, and the end of this one. During the filming of Clockwork Orange, Stanley Kubrick and Malcolm McDowell often played games of chess and this. Y'all are thinking they're playing some Scrabble. That's the number 1. Go coming in 2nd, followed by croquet and table tennis. The correct answer, 53% of you, is wrong. Table tennis are the only 2 correct answers. The only 2. Let's see the only 2 that got this one right. That would be Incognito. Oh man, Incognito has just been striking gold. And Sky, N5LX. That's the only 2 that got that right. Way to go. All right, so let's add up the scores. Let's see, we got Sky at 5LX at the number 1 spot. We got Leah, KG5KVJ in the number 2 spot, and Leonard, KI5NLC in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Sky. Man, congratulations. You and Garrett both got 7 out of 10 right. You're at 819 points. He's at 426 points. That's pretty substantial, considering that you both got the same amount right. So the betting question definitely helped you for sure. Which questions got you, man?
This is N5LX. What do the movies have in common? I didn't get that one. Adapted from books. Somehow I had the erroneous impression that he got nominated for a bunch of movies but didn't win awards. And the staff photographer, I should have gotten that one right, but I missed that one. And the longest continuous film shoot, I selected nudity, but what I want to know is what movie did have the most nudity in it.
All right, well, so we have 2 more people that are going to answer. You need to go somebody hop on Google and find out which Stanley Kubrick movie has the most nudity, and we'll see which one chimes in after the 3rd spot. Let's go talk to Garrett, KG5KVJ. A, which one's got you? And B, do you know which Stanley Kubrick film has the most nudity?
No, I don't know which one's got me, and no, I don't know which Stanley Kubrick would it be.
Well, it sounded at the end kind of like CW. I'm not real sure. I'm sure there was something appropriate in there. So, thumbs up with your crossband, man. All right, let's go talk to Leonard, KI5NLC. Leonard, you're in 3rd place, man, 239 points. Congratulations on the number 3 spot for round 4. Okay, so we've had plenty of time for everybody to Google and to find out which one of Stanley Kubrick's movies has the most nudity. Somebody come up with your call sign if you want to guess. Y'all are lazy. I got this many dorks on radios with computers and videos looking at them, and ain't none of y'all are gonna even Google. Y'all are terrible. All right, so that's it for round number 4. Let's add up the scores and see who won the trivia net tonight. Do it. So that would be Sky, N5LX in the number 1 spot, Matt, KI5VND in the number 2 spot, and Leonard, KI5NLC. Well, congratulations, Sky, N5LX. Is this the first time you've been first in the Friday Night Trivia Net?
That's a Big 10-4. This is N5LX.
Well, congratulations, man. Very fun. Welcome to the number 1 ring. What you got going on for the weekend, man? You coming up to Belton? I think I already talked to you about that, but what you got going on, man?
I actually don't really have any plans. I just got a big check in the mail, and I was going to shop for telescopes. It's always fun buying something, right? But yeah, I'll look into the Belton thing. I don't know, is that like an hour drive from Austin?
Yeah, it's about an hour north. It's at Belton Ham Expo. All the stuff is in the calendar. It'll give you the directions and the whole bit so you can get there. Get there early. 7 a.m. is when it starts, but that's like official. It's, if you're up at 5, you can head that way. It wouldn't hurt. So yeah, man, get there early. And there's a gun show on the other side of the expo, if that tickles you at all. And then I think there's also a tractor museum up there somewhere close. So, yeah, if you're looking for something to do, that's definitely something fun. And Ray and Jeffrey and Jason are there. We have a whole contingent from the Crossroads Ham Radio Club that will be there. And I know Doug is coming up. We've got quite a few people that are going to be there. So come hang out with us, man, if you get time.
Cool. Thanks for letting me know and the invite. And yeah, it was kind of a surprise winning this thing. I think it had a lot to do with the fact that I kind of bet all in on that one round. But anyway, yeah, fun. N5LX back to net.
Right on, man. Well, have a good weekend if we don't get to see you. Let's go talk to Matt, KI5VND. Matt, what are you doing this weekend?
Nothing much. Just mainly cleaning up and rearranging my game room / ham shack. Otherwise, it's just going to be, I guess, a pretty chill weekend. KI5VND.
Roger, man. Let's go see what Leonard, KI5NLC, what are you and Leslie up to this weekend? Y'all got anything fun planned?
Yeah, so we're getting ready for Leslie's birthday, so I think we're going to go see a movie theater at the Alamo Draft House, and she's working me over pretty hard to get a cat this weekend, which is pretty easy because we're big animal lovers here. But what else we got going on? Starting a new job on Thursday, so I got a couple days off, but I want to have a big shout out to the RV crew up in Belton. Hope you guys are having a good night, and we're jealous. I don't think we're going to make it up there, but if it's anything like Winterfield Day, you guys are having a great time, so I hope you guys have a good time tomorrow. KI5NLC.
Well, so happy unbirthday to Leslie. It's nice to see that you finally turned 21. And, another animal, is this going to be something y'all are going to complain about, as to why you lost or, something. So, I don't know if you need another cat, although she'd probably be a pretty good cat mom. All right, well, sorry you're not going to make it out to Belton. It was good seeing y'all on the Fox Crawl. Y'all have a great weekend. We got Trina and Doug in the number 4 spot. Trina is the brains. I just say Doug because I know he's sitting there listening. KG5UNK. Y'all have a great weekend. Doug, we're probably going to see you in Belton, I'm pretty sure is the case. Let's see, spot number 5 goes out to Andrew, W0TCO, hanging out in Colorado. We're not going to get to see him much longer. He's going to make new friends, and he's going to forget we exist. Andrew, what are you doing this weekend? You still moving into the new house? Andrew has already found the edibles. Night, Andrew. Well, let's go talk to our number 6 spot, KE5RS, John and Diane. Are we going to see y'all at Belton this weekend?
No, unfortunately, it came in at a bad time. We're taking off on a trip. We got scheduled, and we're tied to the date on the trip because of my son's vacation time. So he's coming with us, so we have to take advantage of every day. And so we're leaving tomorrow in the afternoon. It sounds like we probably could have made it, but we got to pack, and we're not even getting the rental car until tomorrow afternoon. So as soon as we get the rental car, we need to pack it up, and we're on the road. We got to get going. So that's going to tie us up. On another note, it was fun doing a fox hunt. So this last weekend was our first fox hunt. Diane came along with the trip there, and she really enjoyed it. And she got all kinds of video of me walking around like a geek with my attenuation switch and my Yagi and walking around the park. But it was fun because there's some kids out there that were at the skateboard park, and they came over and they're going, "What are you guys doing?" And so it was fun going through showing them the gear and stuff, and maybe we sparked their interest in getting their ham radio license, but I don't know. But it'd be It was fun. It was a lot of fun this weekend. So we're going to take our trip. We're going to the West Coast, and we're going all the way up to Washington, through Montana, South Dakota, and back down. So we got 2 weeks. We're going to be back Saturday after next. That's it. KE5RS.
Well, very good, man. Y'all be safe on your trip and have fun. Belton comes twice a year. You only get to hang out with your son so much. So y'all go have fun, and we'll see you when you get back. And, yeah, the fox hunts, man, that's the best time. Every time Ernesto and I go out, there's always people giving us crazy looks, and if you just kind of smile at them, then it's a great conversation about what you're doing and what you're looking for. And, if anything, they'll have a story to talk about for everybody they see for the next couple days. So I can't say enough fun things about fox hunting. We had 3 foxes last weekend up here in Austin, and we do it every other weekend thanks to KI5MVF. Hanging out in Belton. So thanks, Jeffrey, for making that happen. We got lots of foxes and lots of fun. And I'm glad Diane had a good time too. We'll get to see her a little more often. All right. Let's see who is next on the list. Incognito. Oh man, if only Incognito had a name. But they don't. So let's go talk to Scott, KI5OBD. Scott's got a new amplifier. He's got the kids coming to hang out. He's got all kinds of fun stuff going on. Scott, what are you doing this weekend, man?
Carrie and my brother and I are going to see Weird Al Yankovic at the Moody Theater Sunday evening. So looking forward to that. That's going to be a good time, no doubt. Yeah, KI5OBD.
Dude, my buddy Brian loves Weird Al. I don't dislike him, but Brian has gone to several concerts and he loves it. So you're gonna have a blast. That's too cool. All right, well, we will. Are we gonna see you in Belton? Or I think you said you've already blown your wad.
I'm gonna have to miss Belton this time, and I'm bummed about that, but. Yeah, got a lot of preparation to do here. Got chores and whatnot this weekend, so next time I hope. Yeah, and the gun show too. That also interests me. So looking forward to next time. KI5OBD. Thanks, Rusty.
You bet, man. Have fun at Weird Al. Let's go chat with Steve, KG5LAA, the number 9 spot in the Friday Night Trivia. Steve, what you got going on for the weekend, man?
Well, thank you, Rusty. Good evening to you and everyone on the net. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Let's see. I'm going to try going up to Belton tomorrow morning. I'm going to do the whole tailgate out of the back of my car. I got a bunch of power supplies I'm going to see if I can find some new homes for. And I got a few other odds and ends, and going to bring a friend with me. He's going to go walk around, and I'm going to see if somebody wants some of my stuff. But that's about it for me. KG5LA, back to net.
Right on, man. Well, hopefully we'll bump into each other. I'm looking forward to hanging out. Let's see. We got Garrett. KG5KVJ, he's got nothing else going on that's important other than playing trivia, right? That's just sitting back, hanging out, getting drunk on the sofa, making poor Leah do everything. We see how it is. All right, so I have a feeling something this weekend involves a little tiny baby, but besides the little lovely baby, what else you got going on, man?
Well, if I don't
That was fantastic. We heard all of it that time. All right, well, y'all have a safe weekend, and keep that precious little baby safe. All right, there's your top 10 for the Friday Night Trivia Night. Congratulations to all of y'all for playing. It's now time for the elimination round. So let's move them into that, Ernesto. For the new people that have never played, this one is just like any other round, but the first time you get one wrong, man, we kick you out. So the Trivia Net is over, and this is just our fun way of sending you home. So 15 seconds, like I said, read all the questions, read all the answers, and make sure that you're right, because fast doesn't buy you anything. Okay, so question number 1. What cardinal direction relates to the word boreal? So, number 1 answer here is north. 62% of you. South coming in second. East coming in third. Nobody picked west. So let's see. Who's right, Ernesto? It's those of y'all that picked north. All right. So let's see what we got. We got 10 eliminated. We got 8 survivors. We got to say goodnight to Bill, W5ITZ. Goodnight, Sir Robert, KB5PBM. We will see you tomorrow out at Belton. Cody, no call, man. I'm sorry I didn't see that. You are more than welcome to come play. Hopefully the next time you hear us, you'll have a license. But, dude, come in here and play anytime. You're more than welcome to come play with us. And you won't get in the logbook until you get an official call sign. But you are always welcome to come play. Joe, K5KUA, good night, sir. And Leslie, KI5NLC. All right, we're down to 8 survivors, including Cognito. Let's see, what does question number 2 say? Which part of the human skeleton is made up of exactly 22 bones? All right, let's see. Where'd y'all go? Y'all went with hand. We lit up all the numbers, though. Hand came in first, foot came in second. Oh, man, skull and rib cage tied for second, third, and fourth. All right, Ernesto, let's tell them which one's got it. It's the skull. It is the skull. That's the only one. There's only one of you that got this. Let's see who that is. It is Incognito. Oh, if only we knew who Incognito was. That took out Trina, Garrett and Leah, KG5, KVJ, Matt, KI5VND, Scott, KI5OBD, good night, sir. Steve, KG5LAA, Leonard, KI5NLC, and Sky, N5LX. Way to go, Incognito. Well, that's do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope you had a good time hanging out. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and is made possible through donations and the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by and check out the BBS Josh, KI5SIJ. Go play the BBS, go log in, go check out the door games. You're going to love it. You can also see Trivia Net, player rankings, stats, and net logs, net check-ins as well. Everything can be found on the website. This weekend, it is Belton. Y'all come out and play with us Saturday morning early at 7 a.m., and we will be there tomorrow, very, very early. This is WZ5BBS. It's time to bring tonight's Friday night Trivia Net to a close. We're going to signal the repeaters and switch them back into regular amateur use. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank you all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll see y'all at Belton, and we'll see you right here next Friday night. 73, y'all.
WZ5BBS, KI5MVS.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, you want to hop on 40 meters, or you busy? I want to see if we can get you from here. We put up an antenna and trying to make a contact.
What frequency you want to try, man?
Just anywhere on 40 meter sideband. You give me a frequency, I'll meet you there. Just know that I'm general only, so.
Well, then you give me a frequency and I'll meet you there. How about that?
Alright, Rusty, you want to meet me over on 7255?
Is that where we want to go?
QSL.
I'm right there. I am not hearing you, man.
Alright, well, we tried. You want to try 20 maybe?
Tell me a number.
Uh, 14315.
14315. Headed there right now.
Are you there, Rusty?
I got nothing, man.
Alright, well that's all we've got antenna for up currently, so appreciate you trying, and it's funny that we can make a 2-meter contact from here, but we can't do HF. I'm half tempted to see if we can get you on 520 with this Yagi pointed at you.
I'm down with that. How many watts are y'all putting out on the 2-meter?
Just 50 watts. We've got that little IC2350 sitting here in Ray's Go Box. No amplifier or anything. We're not doing anything crazy other than the antenna and the height.
So is that your Yagi? Whose antenna is that?
It's Ray's. We pulled off 2 of these from the one of the SK towers that we took down up in Pflugerville, and so he's got 2 of them. This is our first time using one, so it's his whole setup. He says that they are for sale for cheap.
Well, tell him I might be interested in one for cheap, so that'll work well. All right, man. Well, cool. WZ5 BBS. Y'all having fun out in Belton?
Yeah, we're having a pretty good time out here. Definitely some discussions of some of us wanting to go to bed soon and other of us wanted to stay up late and have some fun. I bet you can guess who's on what team here. Don't know if you can hear the booze in the background. Oh, look, we're still on Discord too. How fun. But yeah, it's been a pretty good time and looking forward to tomorrow.
You are the youngest old man in the club. I think we need to give you an award for that. You can be our official old man.
Well, I'm probably also the only person that was up at 5 a.m. this morning. Oh, no, I'm told no. Well, Steven just didn't sleep at all last night, so I don't know if that counts or not. Anyways, KI5MVF. Rusty, what time are you and Ernesto getting up here?
I'm going to start walking, and I figure by tomorrow, Ernesto can pick me up on I-35, and we'll get there soon. I think he's going to come to the house. He's going to be here like 6:15-ish. So we'll be there, you know, when open time happens, and we'll come surf y'all out first before we go inside, I'm sure. So speaking of, we got the Fox and the antenna and all that. Are we still playing Fox games while we're there?
I don't know about games, but definitely setting it up. I forgot to bring my Yagi and everything with me. But if you've got a Yagi and we just want to have it hanging out and showing it off, and I mean, you can turn it on and see if anybody finds it. But I figure answer some questions if anybody asks about it. I'd be happy to chat with them about it. You were talking about walking up here. We were trying to convince Sammy that he just needs to hop on his scooter and head up here. He'd keep up with I-35 traffic.
So essentially, what you're saying is that you'll support the dream if I provide all the gear. Is that what this is? Because you totally slacked it up on this one and left all your fox hunting stuff at the house. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I slacked a lot of things today. I was supposed to bring a table here too, but I got a phone call about a flat tire at 11 o'clock and went and took care of that. And then was like, all right, if I'm going to make it on time, I have to go now. And yeah, I rushed out the door and forgot a bunch of things. But I made it here, and I've got a van, and we've got some radios to sell. But yeah, I don't have any fox hunting stuff or a table I was supposed to bring and all of those things.
So there is reason number 2 why you are the club's youngest old man. You're just winning all kinds of stuff tonight. And cheers, Ray. I saw the beer.
Cheers, Mr. BBS. It's good to hear you, man. And I am just so stoked. And we've had a lot of people come around checking out the Yagi tonight because apparently it's like a circa 19 late 70s, and everyone's super stoked about our Yagi and the fact that we're getting into South Austin on RF, so on 50 watts. So anywho, K5BZI, man, good talking to you, buddy.
Dude, that is so cool. I was so hopeful that was gonna work. Like, I was so hopeful. And dude, you sound like you're at the house. Like, it is ridiculous. So, I am super excited that y'all made that happen. Go team for sure.
So earlier tonight when we said that we had some noise on the band, we turned the antenna 2 degrees to the east, and now we've got the full quieting 20 over. I like them numbers.
That is insane, man. That is absolutely insane. How much is that other antenna?
No, I'm not going to have that conversation after a 12-pack, so we'll talk, buddy, but it's a little late for that one. I think MVF might have dibs on it, buddy, but actually, this one that's up in the air now, I kind of might want to keep it, but if it's doing this good, then I could probably do the same with an Arrow, so I might let this one go too, so we'll talk. K5BZI.
All right, y'all heard him. $25. That's exactly what he said.
30 foot of mast, and this antenna, though, I want to know just how far away can we actually get and still get into the yoke. I mean, if we're making it in this strong, we'll go to Waco, and we should try the 250. We could hear the 250 earlier, we just weren't pointed at it.
So y'all duct tape that thing on top of your van, Jeffrey, and you can drive north, and we can do signal checks, and we'll send you to Fort Worth.
I'll just drive down the highway, listen off mile markers. You let me know when you stop hearing them.
Yeah, we can just prop the 2 back doors open and just put that thing right in the back. Like, it'll be perfect. Hey, Ray.
Waving at my mom. My mom's on camera. Hi, Ma.
Aw, Mom's shy.
Rusty, I should tell you I've already made my first purchase of Ham Expo.
What'd you buy?
Good old KI5 KAT was selling a pair of Heil Pro 7s for a pretty great deal, and so I intercepted it. Actually, we were talking about it on the repeater the other day, really, and we just got to use them over here. That's what I was trying to make a contact with you on 20 or 40. I was able to listen to some other people, but I haven't been able to make a contact yet, and so I'll probably, whenever I'm done chatting with you here, probably hop back on 40 meters. I heard some nets, but nothing well enough to break into. You know, we've got probably 30 generators running in this parking lot, and so there's a bunch of noise.
Dude, that's the exact headset I used to do the NAT on, and I love it. Like, it is comfortable, it is wonderful, so you will love that thing. Well, man, go play with your new headset, and I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. WZ5 VBS.
Yeah, Ray let me use his set, and he's got the matching set as well during field day, and yeah, it sold me. Hands-free with a foot pedal too, it's pretty great. But alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Give us a shout whenever you're getting close. Otherwise, we'll see ya. Look for the big Yagi in the sky. You'll know it when you see it. This is KI5 MVF. I'll say 73.
Later, man. You keep all those old dudes up. I want you to be drinking and having fun. That's what they want to. So put on your headset and have a beer. See y'all later, man. WZ5 BVS.
There's been a couple of those. KI5 MVF, clear.